Welcome to the bold analysis. Political positioning is going on, and that is behind the latest uh, sponsored, the latest development tagged meetings with political defections now on table. But I'm a bit worried because it has started a bit too early. So I want to look at this issue here in the context of Azimio. Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta is supposed to resign, or rather has resigned, as the chair of Azimio la Umoja, the Azimio la Umoja Council. And now, as the race to also replace him as Azimio Council chair heats up, the race for Jubilee Party to get a new party leader is also in the offing. But now today, in this analysis, I want us to look at the latest development about his choice and what exactly is behind it. What could also be the interpretation of Uhuru Kenyatta's choice to the man who is supposed to take over the chair of Azimio. Welcome to the bold analysis. I want to say thank you very much for your support and still continue asking for your subscription. Click the subscription button. It's just a Puccini video. Then you click the notification bell. That notification bell, you will be registered as now a member of the channel, so that whenever I publish a video, you'll get notifications, and so hakuna video itakupita. So the tradition of sikuona hii, that will be a thing of the past. The fourth president, Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, is fronting his candidate, his prime cabinet secretary, CS Fred Matiang'i, to be named as Azimio chairperson. And according to reports, is that this is a plan that was hatched during the very last meeting that they held with Raila Odinga. And Raila Odinga accepted that move for Matiang'i to chair Azimio as Raila remains the party leader, and because the chair position is not more of Israel must he goes out to the campaign trail, but also a political position. And it is believed the moment that started is the reason behind the current woes against Matiang'i, that William RUTO would want Matiang'i to be subdued, not for him to take that position or other political position moving forward. This has, however, been shrouded or packaged in a political narrative known as revisit, that is going after Matiang'i because of Matiang'i did that, Matiang'i did this against him. But someone just challenged me, asking me that, Kevin, anything against Matiang'i now can only be done if it serves the interest of the politician moving forward, not backpedaling. So that move, the strategy is very clear, that Matiang'i gets a political position. Now the political position will still put him in the attack line on the Kenya Kwanza team, but we all know with the politics of oppression, it is one that has never worked well against the oppressor. And the more Matiang'i will be on the receiving end, he will actually receive a very good political clout to position himself for 2027 moving forward. Now, the 2027 contest is likely that Matiang'i would then retreat to Nyamira and seek governor or seek an elective seat back in Nyamira. Now the most one that might be looking at is the governor's seat, the gubernatorial seat. So if he is on the line, he'll be attacked, and that attack still gives him clout. Number two, I think the framers of that, the idea behind it is secondly require political political immunity, or rather not immunity, I don't say immunity, but political defense when he is really attacked, because they've realized that he's going to be the man that is going to be really sacrificed as far as going after Uhuru is concerned. Now, this is believed to be a script in the table. And as you can see, Dunstan Murray, the newsroom friendly lawyer, has been in the front line fighting for him. And seems to be a very clear way, crystal clear way, that the directive, or rather the request by Uhuru Kenyatta for Matiang'i to take over that role, is aiming at actually bolstering Azimio la Umoja. When I analyze about this, I normally feel a bit challenged, because I am one person who was insisting that it had outlived its role. It was supposed to take Raila to the State House, and if it's not Raila, we have to see maybe if it can take Kalonzo and Martha Karua or any other duo that will use the ticket. But this is part of political positioning within the ranks and file of Azimio la Umoja. Eugene Wamalwa recently was actually endorsed as the party leader, the official party leader of the DAPK, while Matiang'i becomes the deputy party leader. And also, he also announced his bid for presidency. But I think more of that packaging is just to checkmate ANC and Ford Kenya. And you know, being that was their first election, DAPK did well in terms of how they scooped some few seats in Western. And within no time, they can swallow either Ford Kenya, and they will give Ford Kenya and ANC run for their money. That will be the script. The other positioning is Uhuru is out defending the Jubilee massacre that is going on. And that's why you saw a bit Raila Odinga and the Azimio team storming that place after the political parties tribunal at the High Court gave stay orders on the nod that was given by ORPP. So the Jubilee party still to be stand by so that it can be used for future, especially given the national outlook. Wiper not bowing to the RUTO pressure is also a clear signal of bit of that positioning. You know, and I say, Kalonzo Musyoka is supposed to be the next in line to be, by the natural laws, he's supposed to be the next in line to take over that ticket, perhaps with Martha Karua or any other person. But that needs a lot of home backing. And that's why I have seen, despite of pressure, and I can tell you that even Wiper MPs are being targeted by the president, the predatory moves by the president. But they're still, I think Kalonzo are still maintained to contend them because of the bigger goal. Now, why do you think Matiang'i unsettles RUTO when he becomes a ranking member in the Azimio? Or rather, that his political clout in Azimio unsettles William Ruto. It is really clear that Matiang'i consolidates the Kisii vote. So Kisii consolidation factor, it's not, because if you look at Simbarati, today Simbarati was in the rally, he becomes the first governor to attend Azimio la Umoja rally. I want to say, I think it was a blessing in disguise for the former governor Ngwae to try to block Raila from going to Kisii. Remember, Ngwae never supported the candidature of Arati, and Ngwae still wants to use political power to maybe power dealers behind to maybe for another candidate. So Arati has decided to just stick to the Raila wing because of pressure from the other side. So it was a very, but of course, you need to give it to him. He's been a soldier. Even here in Nairobi, I remember covering Kibra by-election, and he coming out to rescue even some help Oscar Sudi and Didymus Baraza in Kibra when they were really being subdued by some rowdy youths there. So Arati is a mobilizer, is a marshal. And I can tell you, if you have Matiang'i and Arati, the Kisii vote will still be a block. So you need to go of that even to rejuvenate the coast. You need to get the new kings. around. And Matiang'i and Arati really holds it for them. Number two, being that he was in charge of security, he would have access to and know the technical know-how, what works during the elections. In terms of the intelligence and everything, he will still have remnants, he will still have linkages there, and some intelligence leaks can still get to him. So that will help inform Azimio decisions moving forward. And in fact, Matiang'i is one man that will know whether there is one thing called deep state. He will know. I remember during Uhuru, Raila used to say there is nothing called a deep state. So as people say, when he's around, he's also the man who can take on that perceived deep state if he decides to take a political role moving forward. Then lastly, I also see him as a man that will consolidate Uhuru loyalists when the need be. When they realize that they want to take over power, of course, the team that had been working with former President Uhuru Kenyatta, the man that will consolidate them would be CS Matiang'i. And lastly, I think his presence sets William Ruto because of ability to mobilize resources. You know, as a man who was in internal security for I think 5 years and served around Uhuru Kenyatta with Uhuru Kenyatta for I think more than 8 years, he is also someone that inherited the networks of former president and would be a very key figure in terms of mobilizing resources both locally and even internationally. So that to me is what it is. I am still saying that everything that is being done here is done for political survival. Whether it's Raila Odinga's rallies, it's Uhuru, it's William Ruto, everything that is being done as we talk now, it's about politics. What exactly is going on is how I'm going to retain power and how I'm going to get power. That's it.